The Sandbox Crypto is getting to new crazy record highs. We have a new high today of 546.77, and I'm not sure if this will be the end for the day. I personally think it will go higher in the near future, in the long term. And in today's video I will try to give you a precise Sandbox Crypto Price Prediction 2022. And if you've been following my channel, you would know that in July I recorded a Sand price prediction where I said that it will reach 215, and it did it 4 months later. I succeeded to hit a good price prediction for Mana Decentraland as well. So what I said in the Sand price prediction video was the following. We have the new Fibonacci, and let's have a look at the target. Second target sits at $2.15. Alright, so 215 was my second Fibonacci target at that moment back in July. Let me go back to that period. Right over here, I'm on a daily chart using TradingView where I do technical analysis. And you will see that here we had the Fibonacci. At that moment, we had the record high of 0.90, and since we didn't have any resistance levels, any tops above that level, I had to use the Fibonacci to try to make a Sandbox Crypto Price Prediction, and it was quite successfully. As you already know, here is the target 215, and later using those counter trend lines over here, I have bought a few times Sandbox. So if I go to my crypto portfolio spreadsheet, you will see that at the moment I have 500 Sandbox tokens. I have spent totally $280 and I have gained 875%. This is just crazy, guys. Okay, my gain is 2,450. My market value at the current moment sits at $2,730, spending just $280, and I really don't think this will be the end for Sandbox. And actually I have announced on my Patreon's page when I have bought the Sandbox. First was on 8th of July. Here it is, the counter trend line. I have given a few reasons why I'm buying the Sandbox. And as well, a little bit later, 22nd of July, I have bought again. I think there was one more signal that I gave a little bit later. Let me just look for it. I think it was at the beginning of August. Let me have a look at that post over here. I have bought a few NFT tokens at this moment. Yeah, Mana, Sandbox, and Alien Worlds. Okay, so every time I purchase NFT tokens or any other, I announce it on my Patreon's page. This is where you can follow along what I'm investing into, and as well you will get access to my cryptocurrency portfolio spreadsheet, which is super useful. You can see that it calculates very easily what is the growth, and I can follow along what I have at the moment, and you will see as well what I'm investing into. So what I have in the spreadsheet is the symbol, where I keep it, is it on any of the exchanges or I keep it for a long term on my ledger, and then you will see how many coins, how many times I have bought it, what is the average price. So for the Sandbox I have 0.56, how much I have spent, 280. Actually initially I spent a little bit more, but along the way I took some profits, but at the end of the day I have over 870% as a growth. That's just amazing with those NFT tokens. Now let me go back to the chart, and you will see that after that Fibonacci we had a new downtrend. Okay, so at that moment Sand dropped down to 0.14, which obviously gave after that some great opportunities. However, when we have a new downtrend on the daily chart, what I do, I start drawing the Fibonacci again. Okay, and I will show you how I'm doing that, and you will see my methods of giving price predictions. Even I personally avoid to give price predictions because nobody knows how far these NFT tokens will reach, but using technical analysis and Fibonacci retracements and targets, I succeed to give kind of accurate price predictions. Okay, because you see that the initial two 15 was reached right in here very successfully on the 30th of October. Okay, so now I will show you how I draw the Fibonacci's. I catch the very first move from the new uptrend. So for the beginners, a new uptrend is formed when we have series of high highs and series of high lows. So this is the first move, and you see the new target was 119.59 and it was reached just perfectly. Okay, you can see how good this Fibonacci works at this moment. This is the first move where I had the Fibonacci, and the target, the second target, is at 119.59, and you can see that on this candlestick the highest point is 120. Okay, it was reached really nicely, and actually I didn't draw it very precisely. Here is the bottom. Make sure to have precise drawings. Here it is, target 120, and you can see the highest point of this candlestick sits at 120 perfectly. Once the target is reached, what I do, I will draw a new Fibonacci to the lowest retracement. Here it is, and let's see how far is the second target. Right in here, 255, and it was reached on the 2nd of November. Then I will take a new Fibonacci from the new top right here, and I will draw it to the lowest retracement, and in this case it's down to these levels at 0.57 something, and now we will see the new target for the cent, which sits at $8.08. Let me draw the Fibonacci very precisely so we can have a precise target. The upper line is alright, and I think the lower one is alright as well, but let me confirm that. Yep, it's okay. So new target above $8 or 8.8. This is what I will be looking for with the Sandbox Crypto Price Prediction for 2022. Now the hardest thing to say is when this will happen. I think there is a huge possibility that this price prediction will be in 2021, but if it doesn't happen this year, very possible Sand price prediction for 2022. As you can see, the first target was already reached. It sits at 521. So for the more aggressive players, you can take some profits along the way on the first target. I personally prefer to wait for the second target. Now let's have a look at the market cap. So usually I use CoinGecko, and if you click on NFT and you click on NFT related coins, you will see the top NFT tokens by market cap, and Sandbox is already on the fourth spot with about $4 billion, which is huge. Okay, it's just chasing the Decentraland, and then we have the Tether network, and of course on the top is Axie Infinity. Now if I go to Sandbox, I want to show you something. Right here we can see the total supply and we see the circulating supply. Now the price sits at 549. If we multiply it by 892 million, 2,406 119, not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, guys, but this makes it above 4 billion of market cap. Okay, so I'm very close to the market cap, but if I put the mouse on the question mark, you will see that this is estimated circulating supply. Okay, so it's not really precise. However, this is something very basic, and you might wonder why I'm sharing that with you, but with every price prediction I make, I try to calculate the potential market cap. Okay, so one more time, if we have 892,246,119 times $8, okay, we will have a market cap of $7 billion. And if I go back to the top NFT fungible tokens, you will see that Axie Infinity is already above $8 billion. But if I open Axie Infinity, you will see that it actually has much lower supply, or actually circulating tokens supply, which makes this coin more valuable. Now, in general, we consider that the tokens having less coins or tokens in supply are more valuable, and we can expect a bigger growth in the price, right? However, I think that $7 billion $8 for Sandbox is absolutely possible, and having in mind that the price is already at 543, it is super likely for me. And this Sandbox Crypto Price Prediction 2022 or even 2021 is quite realistic. $8.08. So let's see if this will happen. I'll be super happy to see your price prediction down in the comments. This way the video will be more useful for everyone watching. I really thank you for watching that video, and if you don't want to miss the tokens that I'm investing into, make sure to check out my Patreon's page down in the description. As well, you will get access to my crypto portfolio spreadsheet, and don't forget to grab some free Bitcoin from the links down in the description. I wish you to have a great day ahead, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers!